Initializing monetization. Monetization process successful.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live ZMU TV Raw and Uncut. I am your host, Armand Nicholas, and today I'll be taking you to a short journey of another topic that we get quite a few inquiries or requests about. Okay, the topic of how do I succeed in my YouTubing journey, or how do I succeed being a YouTuber, or how do I succeed in promoting my channel, right? So I'm going to give you 5 different tips. These are not reinventing the wheel, okay? These are all over the internet out there. All these different tips are out there everywhere, okay? And there's a lot of different ones, okay? You just have to use the ones that apply to you. You have to use the ones that lends itself to your personality, to your methods, to your techniques, all right? So once again, I hope that this video would be informative for you, but if you haven't done so yet, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and make sure that you post comments in regards to what you think about the video. And of course, any questions that you may have or any other topics that you would like to see for our team or our community to do the research on and of course, upload, okay? So let's discuss the topic of how to succeed on YouTube. Okay, now 5 tips. I'm gonna go through this real quick and then I'm gonna go ahead and address them one at a time to the best possible way that I can explain it. And you'll just have to take it with a grain of salt and apply it to yourself, whichever topic applies to you. Okay, so number 1, always be yourself. Okay, I understand that when you search YouTube videos out there, you'll see a lot of these successful channels doing other things besides being themselves. And you have to imagine how difficult that must have been to do. Can you imagine trying to change your personality and your methods in the way that you conduct yourself in front of a camera, right? To some people, it's hard enough to be in front of a camera, let alone not be yourself, right? So one of the tips that I can give you is just be yourself. If you're authentic, if you're original, you may have to hype things up a little bit. Maybe you'll have to be a little bit more energized. Absolutely. But you don't have to do something that you may be against as far as your personality, right? So always be yourself. I get it. It gets very, very challenging out there, especially with all these videos being uploaded. And of course, you're competing against all of these individuals out there in the marketplace. I get it. It is not hard to feel like, oh, I have to change my methods, I have to change my process, I have to change my personality. I know it's not hard to think that, but I assure you, your personality could be the ticket to your success as long as you are being yourself. You know, just look at it as far as, do you have friends, right? And your friends like you for who you are. They like your personality, they like your authenticity, they like who you are. Well, you're not going to get everyone out there to like you for who you are, but the chances are, if you have a lot of good friends that are out there that like exactly who you are, there's a good chance that if you extend that same personality in front of a video camera with a good content and good information, a lot of people will also like you and subscribe to your channel, okay, and potentially use you as a resource. So always be yourself is what I always say, okay. Now, tip number 2, keep practicing. Okay, there are people practice what? If you know, if you're being yourself, what is it that you need to practice? Listen, you can't just jump into a video camera, or you can't just jump in front of a camera and start recording some of these videos without practicing. Yes, I do a lot of raw and uncut videos, but it's one of my fortes. It's one of my talents that I have, is that I deal with people constantly. I'm in the business development profession, right? So I deal with corporations. I deal with people on a one-on-one basis or a group of people in front of them doing a presentation. I do that on a regular daily basis. So it's something that I'm used to. So normally, yes, my videos are normally raw and uncut. And typically there's an outline that I use as far as the topics that I'm going to address. And I go right into it just because those are topics that I've already gained some knowledge about, information about, and of course, been able to deliver in a consistent basis. So again, that's a different story. But a lot of people may not be that way. A lot of people may need the practice. So I encourage you, before you go in front of your camera, so that you don't feel discouraged, so that you don't feel shy about it, practice. Practice first. A lot of people would practice in front of a camera, or a lot of people would practice in front of a mirror. A lot of people would practice with their significant other as far as doing a presentation, right? Practice, practice, practice. Yes, there is a big saying out there, practice makes perfect. Absolutely, it makes perfect, but you cannot be canned. Canned is simply not gonna come out authentic. It needs to be nonchalant. It needs to be your personality. It needs to be you. Be yourself, but practice, 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 right? Number 3, keep it simple, okay? For a lot of you guys out there, you probably know this saying, KISS, K-I-S-S, right? Keep it simple, stupid, right? Be very basic. Keep it simple so that 99% of the people that you're in front of understand what your message is about. So that 99% of the people that are watching your video can follow you along the process. Keep it simple. Do not complicate it. Do not use verbiage that even you are wondering what it means, but it sounded good when somebody else said it, right? It sounded authentic when someone else said it. It needs to be you. Dial it down. Other people would say dumb it down. Dumb it down. Make sure that even a 5-year-old could potentially understand your message, but be entertaining, be positive, be energetic, right? So again, keep it simple. It's going to be a lot easier for you to maintain your audience attention, right? Number 4, okay? This is a big one. This is a big one for your success in YouTube, okay? Choose one YouTube category, okay? Choose one YouTube category. I know that there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have, I kid you not, I would say anywhere between 2, 3, maybe sometimes up to 7 different topics about inside their channel. You know, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're making videos of this, they're making videos of that. I mean, there's a bunch of different things. I get it. I get it. Number 1, if that's your passion, that's fine, right? That's fine. But come monetization, and when the time comes that viewers are looking for specialists, right? Experts in certain topics, your channel may not get the attention that it deserves or that it needs, right? So for our members, we typically say, look, if you're truly passionate about 2 or 3 different things, then yes, we have no choice but to suggest open multiple different channels. Why not? If you have the time to actually maintain multiple channels, absolutely. For me, I love cooking. I love cooking. I used to be a chef before. I love cooking. So in my previous channel, I made the mistake of putting all of them in there, right? The YouTubing videos, right? The cooking videos, my kids' videos, and of course my business professional suggestions or tips video, right? 4 different topics inside my channel. Bad mistake for me. So I made the decision to separate them. So opening multiple channels, but as long as you have the time to dedicate in each one of those channels to grow them, I suggest that if you do open multiple channels, concentrate on the first one. Concentrate on the one that you're really, really passionate about, that you're really, really into about, that you could easily be yourself, easily find different topics to discuss with other viewers, right? Once you grow that, then obviously start concentrating on the other ones that you deem to be passionate about, but at a lesser amount than the previous, than the main topic that you have. So again, choose the right category for yourself. I mean, there is a ton of different ways that you can choose a category, okay? A lot of people can choose categories of vlogging, right? Video logging. This is where it gets a little tricky because video logging means that you're just gonna basically start recording a bunch of different random topics that you found to be interesting for yourself. And yes, you may end up getting a lot of different subscribers that are into that. Not a problem, but choose a category. vlogging category and choose potentially a topic in the vlogging section, right? Do YouTube reviews. A lot of people do a lot of YouTube reviews, and a lot of the reviews are, if they're product reviews, don't be surprised if you get sponsorship requests. Several of our members, okay, and I'm very proud to say this, several of our members have already received these invitations or these letters from toy companies because their channel are toy reviews, from manufacturers of drinks asking them to do a voiceover or promote their product on their videos, and of course in exchange for other services, right? Monetary services. So choose a specific topic, find find a way to be passionate about those topics, and of course deliver those messages. And don't be surprised when you get these requests from sponsors asking them for your help, which is great. And like I said, we have numerous members that have already accomplished that, especially in the gaming community. We have several gaming members that have already collaborated with other companies or sponsors, and now it makes me so proud that I was a part of that journey to help them get there, right? That I was a part of that journey to help them accomplish that. Our team can help you do all of these things, right? A lot of the other ones are guides and events, okay? The topic or YouTube guides and events. A lot of people love to travel. Okay, a lot of people love to travel around the world or in their country or in the state, wherever they're at, and they log those videos, right? Just because it is very entertaining to see a lot of these things. So that is a category, and it's a specific niche, and it's a lot of fun to do. Isn't it a lot of fun to just be traveling around? Can get quite expensive in the beginning of the of your channel, but eventually it could be very lucrative when a travel agent or a travel agency catches your video and notices that you do have a lot of subscribers, that you do have great content. They could actually be your sponsor. And since they're a travel agency, they could actually ask you to promote them wherever their travel agency is situated or located, or have the ability to help their customers. So do I know one or two individuals that have achieved this? Absolutely. The travel agency gives them a plane ticket and the hotel to stay in, and they go there and do a review, right? And then of course, while they're doing the review there in the hotel could actually sponsor you. There's so many different avenues that you could do this, but you just have to do it right, and you have to do it specifically, okay? A lot of the times, people will also do a lot of tutorials. Tutorials are one of the biggest things that are out there, but there's a lot of competition in the tutorial world, just because of the fact that it is one of the easiest things that people can do is extend their knowledge of something, right? Adobe tutorials, photoshopping, video editing, a lot of different tutorials, business tutorial, educational tutorials. There's a lot of different ones out there. Choose the right one for yourself, but it also expand your horizon to ensure that you never run out of topics for your subscribers, okay? Last but not least, tip number 5, and this is gonna be a big one just because of the fact that I've seen this quite a bit in my channel, in my previous channel, okay? Tip number 5, welcome the haters. You're always gonna have this. For myself, you have no idea how many people do not like the things that I have to say, just because of the fact that they may have failed as a member of our community, and they, you know, they're just ornery, and they're just bitter, and they're sour about it, right? But we all know why they're sour. Is because they didn't get monetized. It's because they gave up, or they cheated somebody and we kicked them out, right? Whatever the case may be, they're not here anymore, but they do not unsubscribe to my channel. They continue to subscribe because they want to continue to learn. They want to continue to see what our team is doing, right? But at the same time, they think, which is really funny, they think that by disliking the video and by writing a bad comment on the video, they think they're affecting me. Honestly, I welcome that. Why? There's no such thing as bad publicity, people. Publicity is publicity. All publicity is great publicity. It means that you're being recognized. It means that no matter how much these people hate me or dislike the team, they still watch the video and take the time to listen to the video, and take the time to hit the button to dislike, and of course write negative comments. And then of course here's me replying to them, right? That creates a little bit of tension. What's funny is that when I reply to them, they stop replying, unfortunately, because you'll also notice that our team community will also jump in and reply. And of course, all of a sudden, this person who thought that they were actually giving me a bad review or giving me a bad thumbs up, all of a sudden our members are on our side, of course, defending the video and things like that, right? So it's gaining momentum, it's gaining interaction, right? It's gaining interaction. So you gotta love those haters. You gotta, anticipate that you will always have those individuals that don't like what you have to say, or think that they could affect you by hitting the dislike button or writing a bad comment about it, right? Welcome them, right? By all means, put that on the comment section. If you don't like me, put it in the comment section. But here's the problem. You got 800 people that are in the team right now that's basically loving the way that their channel is growing, and we continue to grow, right? We're going to continue to grow more and more. But you've got all these people that are just loving the process, and then you have this one person writing a bad review. Okay, so that's like 800 versus 100 just going at him all at the same time. Not fun for that individual. That's why I welcome those haters, right? Welcome those people that disapprove about your comment, right? But also take a look at their comment and see if there's any truth into it, right? Maybe their comment is actually a bad review, but it's about a certain topic that you mentioned inside the video. No, that's something that you should look into. That's something that you should try to do more research on and update your video, right? But if the comment is just because of hating you and hating your channel, oh yeah, that's going to create a lot of publicity, and welcome those, because it's going to be a lot of fun for you to basically move forward. Okay, so as a summary, once again, the 5 tips that I can actually give you guys in regards to being a successful YouTuber in your channel in the year 2021, moving up, right, are 5 different things. Number 1, always be yourself. Tip number 2, keep practicing. Keep practicing your content, keep practicing your delivery, keep practicing your editing, keep practicing everything that you're doing for your YouTube channel to be successful. And number 3, keep it simple. Just keep it simple, dumb it down, bring the levels of information down to where everyone can understand what you're saying and what the content is and the information that's inside your video. Number 4, choose a category. Choose a specified category that you can put yourself in that small niche and concentrate on that, perfect it, practice that category, and be better at it. And like I said, if there are other categories that you choose that to be passionate about, that's fine. Open a different channel for it, but don't mix it up with all of the different content that's inside your YouTube channel. You want to be having that niche, right? And number 5, welcome those haters. Love them. Thank them for their subscriptions. Thank them for their comments. Thank them for their reviews. Even if it was negative, create that attention, create that momentum. Okay, so once again, hopefully this was a helpful video for you guys. If it was helpful, please make sure that you like, okay, you hit the like button, hit the bell button as well on the top so that you'll be notified of new upcoming videos, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So once again, my name is Armand Nicholas. See you next time on another episode of ZMU Live TV, Raw and Uncut. Goodbye now.
Initializing monetization. Monetization process successful.